Why K-pop Demon Hunters toys won't be on shelves for the holidays. Netflix engaged with toy makers 12 to 18 months ahead of the movie's release, The Hollywood Reporter is told. None seemed all that interested. When I was 8 years old, my brother, 10 at the time, and I really wanted pro wrestling for the NES, Nintendo Entertainment System. Pro wrestling had a monster character called the Amazon who bit his opponents' heads. That's pretty much all it took back then for a game to be a hit. But for Christmas 1989, we got WWF WrestleMania, a terrible game with real WWF, now WWE, wrestlers. The worst part? No one bit anyone's head in the officially licensed game. This Christmas, 8-year-olds may be disappointed for another reason. Netflix's, by way of Sony's, most watched ever movie K-pop Demon Hunters is still all the rage. If you don't know K-pop Demon Hunters yet, you will in a week when roughly 10,000 roomies come trick-or-treating. Quality on the Hunter X costumes will vary, as the only options are homemade, sort of rush-delivered, officially licensed Spirit Halloween costumes, or a generic knockoff. Parents will have only that final option come Christmas toy shopping. Earlier this week, Netflix signed deals with toy makers Mattel and Hasbro to manufacture K-pop Demon Hunters consumer products. Mattel will make the dolls, action figures, accessories, collectibles, and playsets. Hasbro will make the stuffies, electronics, and board games. The problem is, none of this stuff will be available for this holiday season, when they would be in peak demand. Don't blame the builders. Well, not too much. A Netflix spokesperson told The Hollywood Reporter that when the streamer approached its licensing partners and retailers in 2024, it received only soft interest. That's not shocking. K-pop Demon Hunters was wholly new, unproven IP. 1 year and 325 million views later, everyone is sprinting at full speed to catch up to demand. They won't make it for the holidays. Not these holidays, at least. It's just not possible. Making toys and games usually takes about 18 months, from concept to store shelves. Nick Karamanos, the Mattel Senior Vice President of Entertainment Partnerships, tells The Hollywood Reporter. "Where were you at those pitch meetings 12 to 18 months ago, Nick?" Just kidding. Until I see my daughter's Christmas lists, perhaps. Karamanos and his counterparts at Netflix and probably Hasbro, though they didn't respond to our emails, are on it. Their stuff will begin to come out in phases from spring 2026 through Christmas 2026. "This is warp speed for us," Karamanos said. "It is absolutely the fastest we've ever done." To put it another way, Santa's elves couldn't even keep up with Karamanos' assembly line, so don't bank on that loophole either, kids. And Netflix is wildly expediting the product selection process on its end, he said. Some products have already been dreamed up by Mattel and approved by the streamer. Those products, Karamanos could not elaborate on what they are, will be the first ones out. It helps to play catch-up with a company you've worked with before. Mattel makes toys for Netflix series Stranger Things, Squid Game, and Bridgerton. Pushing the pedal to the metal here will not push aside quality control, a huge point of emphasis for us, Karamanos promised. Another is providing what he called newness in his product line. In other words, Mattel isn't just making Barbie dolls with long purple braids here, though there will probably be those too. The excellent music of K-pop Demon Hunters is on the table, absolutely, for his line, Karamanos said. Karamanos says he's cool sharing the eventual spoils with competitor Hasbro. They have a core competency and they're going to create products in their areas that we wouldn't, and so I wish them well. A person with knowledge of the deal told THR that Mattel is making about 80% of the consumer products in the Mattel-Hasbro split. Hunter X fans won't be totally SOL this Xmas. Netflix's own shop carries K-pop Demon Hunters clothing, Funko Pop figures, light sticks created by Copan Global, etc. And themed apparel continues to roll out at Amazon, Zara Kids, Target, Gap, Old Navy, and Hot Topic. One thing Netflix and Mattel and Hasbro and every other company named in this story definitely does not want you doing is buying unlicensed K-pop Demon Hunters toys on, say, Etsy or generic knockoffs like Korean movie figures. Netflix says it will work closely with our IP security team to take action where appropriate. They'll have help. We would certainly help Netflix go and pursue those counterfeits, Karamano said.